Hello, everyone. This is Sincere of Teacher Sincere's channel, and welcome once again. This year, I finished reading the classic novel Madame Bovary, so I decided to do a video contrasting it with another classic novel, Anna Karenina, about a wife who falls into adultery. Anna Karenina was written by Count Leo Tolstoy, a Russian aristocrat famous for his masterpiece War and Peace, that is considered by some to be the world's greatest novel. His other masterwork, Anna Karenina, is also said to be one of the world's great classics. This 800-page volume was first released in installments from 1875 to 1877. Anna Karenina is a complex philosophical novel and focuses on themes such as family, marriage, adultery, the 19th century imperial Russian social structure, farming, and faith. Madame Bovary is by French author Gustave Flaubert. Like Tolstoy's novel, Madame Bovary was initially serialized. It ran from October 1st until December 15th, 1856. Unlike Tolstoy, Gustave Flaubert ran afoul of the law because of his novel. He was prosecuted because Madame Bovary was considered obscene material by the state. But in the end, Gustave Flaubert won his case. Following his trial, Madame Bovary became a bestseller. Except for the theme, by today's Western standards, Flaubert's story of a wayward wife who is a serial cheater against her doting and naive husband is very tame. However, the story is timeless because it focuses on how a woman's emotional, delusional quest for love and over romanticism ultimately leads to her destruction. Anna Karenina focuses on other couples who are all connected, but here I will talk about the novel's namesake, Anna. When we first see Anna, she is a settled married lady wed to an older government official. She first appears when she comes to settle a marital dispute in the home of her brother Steva, whose wife is preparing to leave him for having a liaison with their French housekeeper. Anna is able to get Steva and Dolly to reconcile, but she has no idea how her life is about to be upended. Before arriving, she had made friends on the train with an elderly woman whose son will change her life forever. Anna first runs into Count Alexei Vronsky at the train station where he has come to meet his mother. Vronsky is a young military officer who is dashing, intelligent, and handsome, but also something of a playboy. They meet again at a party while she is staying with Steva and Dolly, and it becomes clear that Vronsky is attracted to Anna and also she with him. But being married and a mother of a young son, she tries to resist. Vronsky decides to pursue Anna, even though he knows she is married. Also, at the same time, he is fully aware that a young woman named Kitty, the younger sister of Anna's sister in law, is deeply smitten with him and has dreams of him proposing to her. Vronsky doesn't care. He follows Anna and comes back on the same train as her, and even approaches Anna's husband, Alexei Karenin, when he comes to meet her at the train station. Despite his playboy past, Vronsky is genuinely in love with Anna and goes after her no matter the cost. Anna is confused, worried, and afraid. Vronsky shows up at social events where he knows he will encounter her. She begs him to stop, but eventually she decides to see Vronsky in private. Not a wise move, and so their affair begins. Apparently, Anna does not know herself as well as she thought she did. St. Petersburg high society is made up of sophisticated women who have love affairs, but they know the limits of how open they can be. Anna is far from being a socialite and sophisticated, but she decides to enter their world because of her friendship with Princess Betsy. She appears to no longer know herself nor comprehend the waters she is stepping into. Until she met Vronsky, she had lived a quiet upper class life with her husband and adored son. When word gets out to Anna's husband, Karenin, that she is not being careful about her reputation, he warns her of the duties of marriage, its spiritual side, and how a crime, only a crime, can break their bond. A crime, he says, that comes with its own punishment. Anna is evasive with her husband and admits to nothing. But when the two attend a steeplechase horse race in which Vronsky is a participant, her feelings become clear to Karenin and others in the crowd. On leaving the race, when she is confronted about her behavior, Anna admits to her husband that she loves Count Vronsky. After her confession, turmoil follows in the lives of both Anna and Vronsky. Karenin is not an emotional man who would challenge Vronsky to a duel. He wants to maintain his career and his Christian faith. He also does not want his son to be damaged by the actions of his mother. When Anna leaves him for Vronsky, he does not put up a fight to stop her. Anna and Vronsky are happy for a time, but then she realizes because of her decision to live openly with her lover, she is ostracized from society, whereas Vronsky, being a man, can continue to socialize and be accepted. Karenin refuses to give her a divorce or allow her to see their son. Anna's emotional and mental state begins to slide downhill that eventually leads to tragedy. If the character of Anna Karenina was a tiny bit sympathetic, since she did try to resist the advancements of Vronsky, Emma Bovary was less so. When we first meet Emma, she lives in a poor village and her mind is in a romantic fog. She uses Charles Bovary as a vehicle to get her out of poverty. Charles, who is a naive country doctor, finds it hard to believe that beautiful Emma would be attracted to him. She really is not. She paints a picture in her mind of Charles being some sort of chivalrous romantic hero who is going to sweep her off her feet, while Charles is just a simple man, homely, hardworking, good natured, and naive. He doesn't know the pretty romantic words that Emma longs for, but she accepts his proposal of marriage. Charles adores Emma and believes she is more accomplished than she really is. Emma is not smart or accomplished. She is merely an overly emotional, delusional, romantic woman who pretends that she is something that she's not. Without his knowledge, Emma begins to get too many household things on credit that Charles can't pay back. She has a daughter, but is an indifferent mother, almost acting as if she hates her own child, which is a contrast to Anna Karenina, who adored her son. Then Emma begins what she sees as an innocent flirtation with a young family friend. Emma and Charles are invited to a ball by a local aristocrat. Emma sees this as her chance to show off and shine in high society. The men are captivated by her beauty, but they don't take her seriously because she is not in their social class. Charles is seen as an awkward country bumpkin. This is the second time she has seen him. Despite her being of lower status, Rudolph, who is of the local gentry and a handsome playboy, asks Emma to dance. She is, of course, flattered and takes his attention too seriously. Rudolph is a man who uses women, and when he is tired of them, he discards them. Rudolph is no Vronsky. He is not interested in breaking up Emma's marriage or marrying her. He is only looking for a good time and even keeps mementos from women he has conquered. He is highly attracted to Emma's beauty, but Rudolph soon finds that she is overly romantic, too emotional, clingy, and codependent. He slowly starts to back out of the affair. While all this is going on, unlike Karenin, who early on got wind of what was happening with Anna, Emma is so secretive and Charles is so blind and hardworking, he doesn't have a clue that Emma is having an extramarital affair with a man who lives just a few acres away from their home. After Rudolph breaks off with her, Emma begins her emotional and financial slide to the bottom. Like Anna, Emma Bovary develops an addiction which leads to her downfall. But her drug of choice is consumerism, buying on credit and living beyond her means. Both Anna Karenina and Madame Bovary are cautionary tales. Anna Karenina shows how even a decent woman can fall into sin. Madame Bovary shows how a hyper-romantic narcissist's self-delusion leads to her destruction and that of her husband and daughter. Anna Karenina is a longer, more complex and philosophical novel, but both are great reads. So ends my video on Anna Karenina and Madame Bovary. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. This is Sincere. Until next time.